Hey guys, welcome back to another review. This time I will be reviewing this tiny Bluetooth DAC, the Earstudio ES100. This has been my primary driver for my high-end earphones and headphones for the past 6 or so months since I've had this thing, so I thought I'd give you my thoughts on this little device. Now, to have a good high-end audio listening experience, you need to have a good DAC, or a digital to analog converter. And what the DAC does is it basically converts digital signals into analog signals so our headphones and earphones can create sound. And most devices nowadays have a DAC, such as our smartphones, laptops, even the DualShock 4 controller has a DAC, which is how we are able to connect our headphones to the controller and hear sound. So you might be wondering, why do you need a separate DAC if you can just plug your headphones straight into your smartphone or other device? And the reason is because the quality of the sound we hear is dependent on the quality of the DAC. This is why I don't plug any of my high-end audio devices directly into my Samsung S8 Plus, and that's because not only does it not power them correctly, the audio that comes from the DAC sounds poor, and if you have high-end headphones, the bad DAC could be another bottleneck to getting the full high-end audio experience. The Earstudio ES100 is supposed to be a tiny, portable Bluetooth DAC that you can plug your headphones or earphones into to get high-res audio. So let's do a quick recap of the unboxing experience. You get a little white box with some foam and the DAC. That's basically it. The DAC itself is very lightweight, and I gotta say my first impressions when I unboxed this thing weren't that good. Not only was the unboxing kinda underwhelming, the device itself felt a little cheap. Like it just felt like a hollow piece of plastic that would break if I ever were to drop it, but luckily that hasn't happened yet. I guess it's a good thing that it's lightweight, but it just feels pretty fragile. The back of it has a clip that I found works okay, but I just wish it provided a tighter clamping force because it is a little on the weaker side. On the left side of the device you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, volume buttons, and a microphone. On the right, you have a 2.5mm balanced headphone jack, a play pause button, and buttons to skip the track. The bottom is where you charge the device with the included USB cable. Now, I found the problem with the button layout is that because it is so tiny, depending which side you plug your headphone into, the cable might end up blocking some of the buttons. So once we power this thing on and connect it to Bluetooth, you are basically good to go. Earstudio has a companion app with this device, which I think is a must-have. The app tells you the battery life, it allows you to control volume output in very small increments, it has a built-in equalizer, and it also just has a bunch of other functions and features, such as filters, alpha sampling, and separate channel volumes. The app literally has so many features, and I found that it has way more than I really need. Even if you don't know what some of the settings do, the app tells you in depth what each setting does, and I found that it's a really well thought out and well developed app that you must download if you buy the ES100. Too many features for me though. I basically haven't touched much of the features except for the volume output. So just to show you guys real quick, how I have the volume set up on the app is I have the source volume, or the phone Bluetooth volume, is set to max, and the analog volume is what I actually use to adjust the volume output. The volume changes in half decibels, so you can perfectly fine-tune your optimal listening volume. This device has a claimed battery life of about 14 hours, but I've always gotten a little closer to about 10 hours. So the big question is, how is the sound that comes out of this DAC? And the answer is that the ES100 creates excellent sound, just as if I were plugging my headphones directly into a high-quality desktop DAC. The sound that I am hearing from the device is very well balanced, clear, and very clean. I found the bass to be very punchy, and the soundstage is greatly improved compared to my smartphone. It can easily power your hard-to-drive earphones and headphones, and I think it is a must-have for any audiophile who wants a portable listening experience. I found the sound to be pretty amazing for such a small device, and it even had better sound than my previous laptop, which was the Asus ZenBook Pro. Overall, I am very happy and impressed with the sound, that I'm able to get from this portable DAC, and it's kind of hard to believe that this is all through Bluetooth. Speaking of Bluetooth, the signal for me has always been excellent and I have never really had any dropouts or cuts. This thing uses Bluetooth 5.0, so you will get a very solid, stable connection. Another great feature that this DAC also has is that you can use this thing while it is plugged into your PC and use it as a USB DAC. This is such a great feature and I use this all the time. So when the battery is low, I can just plug it into my laptop and use it to play the audio from my PC. You can also have it connected to your phone via Bluetooth and then have it charging at the same time through the USB cable. So yeah, that's about it. This Bluetooth DAC is, I think, one of the best purchases I've made when it comes to audio. When I was at university, every day when doing work or walking to and from classes, I used to just plug my earphones into this device, tuck the cable under my shirt, and it would be a great portable wireless setup. So I think that about wraps it up for this review. If you guys are looking for a portable DAC, make sure to check this one out if you guys are interested. It might be the perfect thing you are looking for when bringing your high-end headphones on the go. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.